everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Saints going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get... And look at this, right away a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first NFL carry for the Tennessee man, Alvin Kamara. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run it again with Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
in. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cousins on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Cousins now from the 50. Flush to his right, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize those same sort of skills.
Breeze to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Check. Mike 50. Got it.
On second down, here's Breeze. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Saints were the best team in the NFL on third down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice, so not much surprises him on game day.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Zach Line with it, the fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Toss play, Kamara. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Cousins now on second down. And right with it here over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A handoff. It's Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So off to the sidelines goes Drew Brees, forced for the ball game. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the backup, Savage. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chain. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion right is Thomas. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll fake the handoff with Savage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Savage leading his guys up following the sack. They face a 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. It's Savage. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going with a screen for Murray. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Cousins now. In trouble And he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Savage now on 2nd. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Now Savage leading his guys up following the sack. They face a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Savage. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Meredith. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now it's Savage. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
The play clock's running down. Savage now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith from 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Savage. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Here's the rookie from Florida State, Dalvin Cook, his first NFL carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Murray. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown in a Viking uniform. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And back to the air. Savage on second down. He gets it to Thomas. And still fighting. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him. And he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
Savage on third. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, Savage. He's got his man on the comebacker. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go now.
Savage on first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Again throwing. It's Savage. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Throwing on third and long. Savage. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Minnesota, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.